Welcome, and I'm Tim Hitchens, the British Ambassador here in Japan. And today I thought we would introduce you to something that happens every year here in the Embassy. We open the doors of the residence behind me to about 30 British small firms in the fashion and lifestyle sector, offering them the opportunity to meet Japanese customers and buyers and introduce themselves to the Japanese markets. So let's go inside and find out what a few of them have to say about working with the Japanese market.
I was getting quite a lot of inquiries and a lot of enthusiasm from the Japanese, and that's what sort of stemmed the interest from myself. And it's just the enthusiasm that they've given to the products that made us really consider the Japanese market.
What is it about the products in this market here that works?
I think for the products there's two elements. One is that ours are, obviously it's very British, and we are a British company, and what we're producing is made in the UK. But also the products, they are different. It's the fact that I guess that we're so, quite niche, and it's a different product, but it's high end and it's top quality, and they don't seem to be very interested in something that's a bit lower down the grade scale.
You've joined 29 other companies
Yes.
to come and sit in the ambassador's residence and
Yes.
do this for 2 days. Is that a better way of doing it than, say, coming to the market by yourself or finding a partner?
For me personally, yes. We had some help from Kai here from the embassy last year, who we already had some contacts from some Japanese clients, but because Kai was able to sort of intermediate initially, we were then able to actually talk to them on Skype. So that was a very good start. But it's having the embassy sort of support us, and the Japanese clients realise that we've had to jump through quite a lot of hoops to be able to get here. So the Japanese, when they come and look at us, they already know that we're a company of standing, that they can talk to us and we're not going to disappear, and that we've had to sort of, certainly with our products, the quality has to be right to be standing here in the first place.
We do a lot of business with China in terms of import, so we do have a footprint in Asia, but we feel much more comfortable selling into the Japanese market. Number one, it's an extremely large market, but also it's a market that we feel safe in.
When did you decide to join this team and when did you plan to come?
We did an exhibition called Top Draw in London at the start of September, and one of the UKTI team visited our stand, and they had a look and they said it would be really good if you attended this function this week. So it's taken us about 4 to 6 weeks realistically to 4 to 6 weeks to turn it around and do the planning.
And what did they see in Henry that they thought would fit the Japanese market?
They felt that it really represented to some degree the spirit of the British countryside.
And you were talking a bit about the importance of story to selling products here.
Yes.
You've got a very specific story that connects with all your animals.
Well, absolutely, yeah. Every season we try to change the colours to keep them, let's say, on trend.
Yeah.
But the story itself was originally meant to be just 2 lines of Henry, a little cartoon type picture, just to introduce the range each season. But the story's grown, and it's actually become a children's story, which we're going to be releasing over time.
A brand like Hawk Knitwear, which has tradition, it has quality, it has ethos, it has a story, and the Japanese like that very traditional British product.
And you were talking about how you wanted to look broadly at the Asian market.
Yeah.
And you obviously looked at China, but people advised you that maybe this was not a bad place to start.
Yeah, it was UKTI that advised us to yes, China's that's a future market, but get established in Japan. It's not a case of being easier, but it's a more mature market. It's a more sophisticated market. They understand the whole thing about quality and heritage and tradition.
And what is it that the Japanese customer wants from your product? Obviously they want a quality product, but anything else that we need to think of?
The whole thing that you have to deliver it on time, deliver the quality that they've ordered. They will not accept substitutes or anything that was not on the original order or the original sample. So they're very particular, which for us as a company is very good, because it teaches you to make sure you're doing things properly. The pros and cons of this, I mean, this is very good, because it can get you in front of buyers very easily. To try and do it yourself is not so easy, unless of course you have a distributor or an agent or something like that, which of course many companies are looking forward to having. But this, you'll see most of the buyers that you really would like to see come here.